Let's bring Dan in here, man. We got cousin Dan Fridays, fresh back from Houston. He's got his Kansas City Chiefs jersey on, so we already know who he rolling with. Cousin, what is going on?
What's up, cuz? What's going on, everybody?
It's good. Going good, man. Going good, man.
What is this jersey that we're rocking? What the hell is that?
It's Mahomes. What you mean?
Oh my God.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm a big
I ain't got it in me today. I ain't got it.
Why? I don't understand. What the problem is?
Well, we making a bet. What song do you think Usher gonna start the show with?
Probably Oh My God.
Okay, you were her there. You were her there.
I mean, you gotta do something.
Man of culture right there.
Wait a minute, Dante, what song did you pick?
I picked Oh My God.
Okay, so
not only did I give y'all Oh My God, I even gave you like the stage setup, the doom doom.
I hate that goddamn song, but it's definitely gonna get played. 100%.
Oh, it's 100% going.
It's all the glow stick tunes again, and they're gonna close with 100%.
I'm mad that y'all keep calling them glow stick tunes.
They're glow stick tunes. Like when you
just pop. What are you saying?
Because one of them douche like Jersey Shore ass type beats. Like that's
called EDM. My
brother. I call it glow stick music. That's what I call it.
Heavily bodies in the main room music.
Yeah, right. Exactly, man.
What's wrong with Oh My God? So you don't like Rihanna?
I like Rihanna. I love Rihanna, but I also don't look at Rihanna as a vocalist like I look at Usher. So I got like different.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it from a business perspective.
That feels sexist.
What? She can't sing. It's not sexist. Rihanna can't sing.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts.
That's facts.
She's not Usher level.
Yeah, she ain't
and I love her.
Like, yeah, we gonna go through the list of singers, but you don't want me to start that. But anyway, let's get right into it, man. We're gonna merge our Super Bowl preview with also your topics, man. So I'm gonna go through mix them up together. So let's kind of goes off what we were just talking about with the NFL honors. I see your first topic here. You say fraud ass MVP. Explain to me what you mean by that, brother.
Yeah, man. Fuck Lamar Jackson, bro. Like,
whoa, okay, goddamn.
Look, man, I'm coming in hot, bro. Like, I get it, he's just always who he is every year in the playoffs, bro. Like, and we all knew he was gonna win the MVP, but I just feel like it's fraudulent, bro. Like,
who should have won?
I mean,
you better not say that man that plays football in Arlington, Texas. It better not be. It better not be.
I think Dak is a little more quarterbacky to me.
Oh, no.
You feel me?
Right, because he's like
for me, if we go off the regular season,
let's be clear. I did not say this. For everybody who comments,
I'm about to say so the racism running the family. Goddamn, that's crazy.
Racism. What you mean? Like,
Lamar's not quarterbacky enough for you?
No,
I know why.
Lamar is just not quarterbacking. I mean, bro, like, what did he have? Like 3,500 yards this year? Like, I don't know, man.
No one's numbers were that good this season. No one's numbers were that fantastic.
Dak had a fantastic season.
Maybe by Dak standards.
I mean, Dak had a really good regular season.
Stop it. So,
and I'm not even that guy.
100% by Dak Prescott standards.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm just kind of sick of this shit, bro. Like, okay, he's won the MVP twice, but I mean, people get mad when I be like, I still would take Josh Allen over dude. Like, I just feel like this shit is kind of fraudulent. Like, I mean, I just don't respect it. Congrats to him or whatever, but I'm good. Like I said, I don't really fuck with Kodak Jack like that. So
Kodak Jack.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? He a fraud. That MVP is kind of fraudulent to me. I'm
with you on the playoff side. I think the thing that's fucked up about the MVP awarding with any league is they give it after the playoffs. So it's like we're not even thinking about their regular season anymore. We think about, oh, this nigga didn't do shit in the playoffs. But I think that's what that is too.
But even if you look at him and Dak's regular season, Dak had a better year than dude. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, I don't care how much you dislike him. If you look at the numbers, it just is what it is, bro. Like, I don't know what else Dak has to do except not play for the Cowboys in order to get the recognition he deserved. But I felt like Dak Prescott had a better regular season than Lamar Jackson. That's just me personally.
So you agree? You think Dak Prescott should play for another football team? My brother in Christ.
No.
I'm glad you said this.
What I'm saying is, I think he's a great quarterback. He's just under so much scrutiny because he plays for the Cowboys. If he'd have had that same regular season on ran like the Vikings or anybody, it wouldn't matter. It would not matter. It wouldn't matter. So I'm just saying, I feel like people dislike Dak because of the team he plays for, but he had a better regular season than Lamar Jackson. I think that's fair to say. That's more than fair to say.
Let's merge the Chiefs topics, man. Let's talk about Andy Reid, Jason. I called a nigga Jason. Travis Kelce, my fault. Travis Kelce. There's been a lot of rumors about retirement heading into this game if the Chiefs do win, because of I think it's the NFL Films video that came out about Jason being emotional with Travis after they won the AFC Championship game, telling him we need to finish this one more game. There's that. And, he hasn't been, he's been dominant, Travis Kelce, but he's lost a little bit of speed. And then there's also the rumor that he's going to run off and just go with Taylor Swift, who we talked about last week on the show. My opinion is this. I don't think either one are going to retire. And the reason I say that is because there's an opportunity for them to do something else that hasn't been done, at least I don't know if it's done ever. If it has only been once before, I don't think it's been done ever. A three-peat in NFL history. It has not been done. The Patriots had a chance to do it. They failed. The Cowboys had a chance to do it. They failed. The Broncos had a chance. And, of course, we all know when the Niners had a chance and they fucking sent Joe Montana basically to the retirement home, the New York Giants. That big-ass hit they put on them. So I think they want to go out there and have a chance to win, 3 in a row. And I think that's why both of them will come back after this if they win tomorrow. If they lose tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Sunday, who fucking knows? If they win, I definitely think that they're not going to retire. Dan, what do you think about the possibility of that?
I think it's more likely for Travis to retire than Andy Reid. Honestly, I've looked at his podcast and he talks about like the wear and tear that he's picked up and the pain that he's in constantly. So I could see him walking off regardless of what happens. I mean, he's already like in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the best tight ends to ever play the game. As far as the tight end go, like I don't think there's much more he can add to his legacy except rings and stats. But I can see that happening. As far as Big Red goes, I think he kind of knows. I think he's gonna ride out this Mahomes train until he possibly can. I mean, he would be who would? I mean, I get it. He's old, but you could tell he doesn't carry himself like an old coach. And he has like the greatest quarterback I've ever seen out there. So I think he'll probably ride it out as long as he can. Obviously, we know, and I'm not, Travis Kelce is obviously amazing. I think with Cheetah leaving, we see that it's Mahomes. He's the fucking power behind the shit. And, Travis Kelce can't necessarily be replaced, but you could always find more receivers. But you just don't get a quarterback like this. And I think Andy Reid knows that. So I can't see Big Red leaving.
Definitely. Bang. What you think? You've been on the he might retire train. What you think about this one?
I'm thinking either retirement or a Gronkowski break for Travis Kelce, man. It is kind of funny and interesting that Eric Bieniemy is back around the team too. So not necessarily. Yeah, he's been back around the team. He actually put in a package for them before the AFC Championship game. Andy Reid had talked about that. I'm not saying that Andy Reid is going to retire and Eric Bieniemy is going to be the new coach. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it is kind of interesting because if you do retire, you're retiring thinking that the next coach of the team is on the team. So I don't think, do we think, or do anybody think Steve Spagnuolo could be the next coach of the Kansas City Chiefs? Matt Nagy, Dave Tube? I'm not for sure. I'm just saying, though, it is interesting that Eric Bieniemy has been back around the team, and the team has missed Eric Bieniemy. They've openly said, like, yo, it was great having him back around the team. It was some sources that said that, even though Eric Bieniemy is like a fiery character, he yells and all of those things, and the Kansas City Chiefs didn't have that, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, we missed him. You don't know what you have until it's gone, and now he's back around. So it's a little bit interesting that he's back around the team. And I could see a a finesse here that not necessarily this year, but maybe somewhere down the line, Andy Reid is like, y'all ain't gonna give him no job? Fuck it. I'll give him one. But I do think Travis Kelce might be out for the year. Just want to chill out, relax, get his body right because he's a tight end and he gets beat up.
I think he's too old for that, man. I think it's
I did too.
Yeah, I think he's a bit old to take a break and come back. Like, I think it's over.
Our mans did it.
Gronk did it too, but then Gronk also moved like me that last year with the Buccaneers. You got that too. But shout out to Kyle in the chat. This is hilarious. He said, "Don't say the N word, please." I know the N word you're talking about was Nagy and not nigga. That's why it's hilarious.
That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't say his name. That's why I didn't say his name. It's like potential replacements. Hell no.
Meanwhile, that same Matt Nagy that y'all said it was his fault that they were struggling. Now they're in the Super Bowl. I don't hear shit about.
I mean, yeah, because they got fucking Patrick Mahomes. I can draw plays for that nigga. Like that don't take a fucking rocket scientist. Like,
yeah, you heard what I said, right? Somebody else was back around the team too.
Yeah, Eric Bieniemy. Yeah, that too. Courtney, what's your thoughts on possible retirement for Big Red and Travis Kelce?
Ain't nobody retiring. I think we're all being such sensationalists. And if this, especially regarding Travis Kelce, because if this season and the media spectacle that has surrounded him and his relationship hasn't shown you that this train is slowing down no time soon, I don't know what else to tell you. That man is absolutely going to ride this wave of fame, win or lose. Like, if the Chiefs win, it's only going to get worse. Just, I'm prefacing that, and for everyone now, it's only going to get worse. It doesn't bother me, but it's going to get worse for everybody else. But even if they lose, it doesn't matter because he's still dating Taylor Swift, the most famous person in the world. Currently, the most famous person in the world. He ain't going nowhere. Andy Reid would probably have a better argument just because he is getting older. But again, I don't think he's going anywhere either. So, yeah. I don't think anybody's retiring at the end of the season.
Hey man, that's proof that you ain't got to get your head beat in to make no money. That whole thing with Taylor Swift makes it even more of a reason why it's like, you know what? I ain't say retire. I said, man, let me just go ahead and take a year and chill out and relax. I'll do all these damn commercials. I'll still get bread. They'll still have me back. I'm gonna go ahead and chill and relax for a year.
Dante, what you think about this, man?
I can see Kelce taking a Gronk break and really riding this world tour out with Taylor. As far as Andy Reid, I don't think Andy's going anywhere. I think he's not going to leave until Pat leaves. And I think, like you said, with Kelce, it's really a thing where it's the wear and tear that starts to add up. So you got to ask yourself. But at the same time, do you want to take a break and come back when you could just ride it out and then be done with it, whether it be 1 year, 2 years, especially if they win? That's why I think the results of the game are going to determine a lot, especially on Travis's side. Andy, he'll probably stick it out, ride out with Pat Mahomes until he just can't do it no more. But I think with Travis, you win tomorrow. Like I said, take you a break, hop on that jet, go with Shorty, finish the world tour, and come back after next season. Take you a year off.
Now we bring up Taylor Swift, who is I'm rooting for this to happen because I am an agent of chaos, and I want nothing more than Sunday night. You got the Getty images, you got the Instagram NFL, and it's got Taylor Swift kissing the Lombardi Trophy. I know it's gonna make the internet angry beyond means. Now
I can't wait for it. As a self-proclaimed Taylor Swift stan since I was 14 years old, I can't wait.
So we got
I am a Swiftie.
Cuzzo, you said you're a Swiftie too. Good.
Yeah, so that brings me into my next topic, man. I'm a whole Swiftie. I don't listen to Taylor Swift, man, but like it's just kind of crazy to me. The fucking Chiefs and Travis Kelce and Mahomes, they were successful before Taylor Swift. So I just find it hilarious that like the black community is like up in arms and shit every time Travis catch a pass or do some wild shit. They show Taylor Swift, and I find this shit hilarious, bro. So if that's what it takes or whatever for the Chiefs to win or for me to choose my side, I'm a fucking Swiftie. I don't care. I need think pieces. You know what I'm saying? I want to see her swag surf again. That shit had me in stitches, bro. Before Travis started cracking her long back ass, he was successful. So I don't understand why people are crying. Like, bro, fuck it though. I'm a Swiftie. That's just what it is.
Yeah, This is my only issue, like, because I too have joined the Swifties, you know. But
welcome, welcome.
At the beginning of the calendar year, she was dating a Nazi, my nigga. I think that has something to do with a lot of the PR.
I forgot about that shit.
Who was the Nazi? Pushed. Like, I didn't understand.
He was like a super all-right dude.
I still don't even understand.
Either way,
any of that shit that transpired.
We don't have to go into details, but I think a lot of that plays into the whole media thing. But no, I think it's gonna be dope. I think like this Sunday, I'm like, I forgot who it was who broke it down. It was like, bro, people are being really oversensitive about this because most telecasts she's on camera for like a minute and a half total. Like they do little 10-second shots to Shorty. It's nothing really serious.
Method Man said that on Levitar yesterday. Method Man was like, she's been on. He said through the season she's been on the screen total 45 seconds.
Yeah, like it's nothing too serious, but we're gonna see.
Let's pivot real quick to the 49ers. The other team in this storyline. The Niners, I feel like, have a title drought that nobody's talking about, obviously because they've been to the Super Bowl and they've won more than the Dallas Cowboys, which is why we don't talk about their drought. But they are coming up on the 30th anniversary of their last Super Bowl, which was Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders. Who's my man? Who's the safety? Yo, Bang. I know Bang know the old nigga references. Who's the nigga who used to dance all the time? He was in the E40 Players Ball video.
Burton Hanks.
My man, Burton Hanks.
Fuck you, Jack. Merton Hanks.
My man Merton Hanks. Like that was,
Bang is definitely our go-to guy for all old athletes, old songs, any old nigga references.
Why I am not running respectfully to Bang to ask for his musical opinion.
He said you're gonna take the pull out of EPMD. You should take that as disrespect. But it has been
very much so.
It has been 30 years since the 49ers last Super Bowl championship, man. They got a chance to get some revenge. Let's talk about Brock Purdy real quick. There's been a storyline that they've been trying to put out there since last year. And it's been gaining more steam as they've been comparing him to Tom Brady, because Tom Brady did come out and with a team who was, as I don't know, they weren't as stacked as this Niners team, but they were pretty stacked. Had a really good defense. Things like that. And Tim Brady didn't have to do the things that he had to do later in his career. So I feel we just had Randy Wilkins on earlier. He said he doesn't think the narrative about Brady will change that much. I think from a fan perspective, it won't change, but I do think the media is going to put him in a stratosphere that he probably don't belong in, depending on how he wins the game, which is what we talked about on Monday. Where I feel if he goes out there and he has like a Purdy, like a elite type game, he's throwing 350 yards, 4 touchdowns, which I don't think he will. I don't think Kyle Shanahan's even going to put him in that position. I think you're going to start to bring up more of that storyline that's kind of goofy to me. Dan, what do you think about Purdy and how he's played in these playoffs, and what do you think will change for him narrative wise if they do win the game and he was the reason for it?
I mean, first of all, man, like they should fucking win. They're the favorites. They've been the overwhelming favorites in every game in the playoffs. So, I mean, he has a fucking all-pro at like every position that he has to throw to damn near, or hand the ball off to, or be blocked. Like, I mean, what do I think about Brock Purdy? I mean, I think a lot of quarterbacks could be in his position right now. I think similar to what you saw with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield would be just as successful on the 49ers. A lot of motherfuckers would be. So, I mean, when I see him play, like I think, we watched that Ravens game together.
Yeah.
And they exposed the chink in his fucking armor. I think there's a certain way you could play him. If you take C-Mac out the game, essentially make it just like a high-scoring affair and be like, all right, Brock Purdy, you got to beat us because that run game, you ain't going to be able to lean on that shit. Get it to these all-pro receivers. I think there's a clear and concise way to beat him. And you can't say that for the quarterback that he's going against. So, yeah, I'm not really a Purdy guy like that. But again, I just feel like his situation is pretty much America. He just like privileged his way into some fucking sweet shit. And now he's not going to be on Brady's level. None of that shit. Even though Brady did have a lights out defense for a few of them first chips. Like, I mean, when I see him play, I just don't think he's like that. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but when I see him play, yeah, he's more of a game manager to me. But, the media going to push the shit out of it. It's what they want. And that's just kind of how it works. It's America. You feel me?
Courtney, what do you think about the Purdy narrative? Do you think it changes if the Niners come out on top Sunday?
I mean, I feel like we've kind of seen it trend in that direction, right? Like they're waiting for the opportunity to prop this man up so they can justify this whole, oh, you know, look at those guys that get picked up in the 6th round. Look at Tom Brady. They're not so bad. You know, they're just literally biting for the opportunity to be able to do that. As far as me personally buying into it, I'm with Cam
I don't
Newton.
think any of us are buying it. Yeah, nobody are buying it. The media
I'm with Cam Newton. And it's no disrespect to my man Randy. Randy, if you're still watching, I mean this with love. There's a reason why people feel that way. Oh, he succeeds in Shanahan's system. And I mean, yeah, that means that he's not necessarily the difference maker, right? It's he's been blessed to be good enough to be placed in an elite system surrounded by elite talent. That's if you're, you know, you could throw your way out of a brown paper bag, then yeah, you should succeed under those circumstances.
Yep.
Dante, what you think about this Purdy narrative heading into Sunday?
It's lazy. It's lazy as fuck. I know we love the whole history repeats itself, you know, type of thing, but I think at the end of the day, Brock is really going to have to carve his own legacy. And we've talked about it all season. And I do believe, like we said for several weeks, how he wins this game is going to determine how he's talked about. If it's another one of those games where the defense carries him, CMC goes crazy, and then Brock makes a couple plays, then it's not going to be the same effect as if Brock actually just goes out there and dominates for 4 quarters, because that will lead to a lot of the Brady talk. But like you said, I understand what people are saying about the similarities from when Brady first got in there to when, you know, Brock comes in. But no, I think it's just lazy. It's something that, you know, we do this a lot in sports where you got to think people will run with this narrative for a minute, but God forbid Brock Purdy gets hurt or Brock Purdy becomes just, you know, mediocre, then they'll quickly forget about this shit.
Yep. Bang, take us home on this topic. You all right, nigga?
I thought I was on mute, fam. I was looking at an email. I was like, oh shit, I'm on mute, but I wasn't on mute. But Dante's right. Like, anytime I hear anything about Brock Purdy, I'm like, okay, that's enough now. Let's get this goddamn game over with. He's either, you know, I heard them earlier talking about how this could be a movie. Mr. Irrelevant could be the name of the title and all of that shit. And I'm just sitting here like, man, I can't wait till this goddamn game over with. I don't give a damn at this point if this dude throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns or not. Let's just go ahead and get this shit over with, because everybody's using the same simple thing. And in a lot of cases, not necessarily talking about his football play outside of Cam Newton tripling down on the game manager versus the game changer situation. Even seeing him and Warren Sapp go back and forth about game manager versus game changer. And
that was an entertaining conversation.
Yeah, and Warren Sapp basically tell him in the beginning of the conversation, no, man, we know that's shade, man. Stop playing. We know that's shade. We know when people talk about game manager, that's shade, even though I don't necessarily think that's shade, but I'm also not thinking like some of the football players on the field who might use that term as the shit on somebody. So, yeah, I just can't wait to get this shit over with.
Before we get to Dan's final 2 topics, it is prediction time, ladies and gentlemen. Super Bowl 58, last game of the season. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I said, I'm not going to not pick against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm rolling with my dog, Patrick Mahomes. I think this will be a game that will be very competitive, like the game that we saw 4 years ago. I think this would be, I don't say a low scoring game, but it's definitely not. I don't think it's going to be a game we see 30 plus points scored on either side. I got the Chiefs winning this one 24-21. It will be a game winning field goal. And I think Patrick Mahomes will be Super Bowl MVP for the 3rd time, and they will officially be a dynasty. Dan, how you see this game going?
Yeah, similar to what you said, 27-24 Chiefs. Think it's going to be competitive. I think it's funny because you went against the Chiefs with the Bills, though.
I did, and I won't do it again.
Okay. I never lost faith, you know, unlike everybody else. I knew Mahomes had a switch, so I think he's going to solidify himself as like the baby GOAT, and just run it up from there.
Courtney, how you got this one going?
We said it already. I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes again. I do think it's going to be a good game. And if I'm being honest, I wish the 49ers would win because I do think, in my opinion, that it's their time. But no, I'm not betting against the Chiefs. I got them winning 28-21.
Bang, you already said earlier you have the Niners. What is your score and how you see the game going?
No, I said I got the Chiefs.
You said you got the Chiefs. My fault.
Yep, I got the Chiefs 31-24. Game-winning touchdown. Travis Kelce will have those touchdowns. And he's gonna win MVP. And then, you know, that's gonna add to your effect of the confetti and Taylor Swift, you know.
Oh my God, this is so awesome. And then fucking Michael Strahan gonna give her the trophy. Dante, are we going for a clean sweep with the Chiefs, or are you going with the Niners?
I'm going 24-21 San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
So no, I know I said I don't bet against Pat, but I do think, you know, the Niners have a complete team. And, you know, I think this is a time, you know, they've had the week off to really get back on track because they've won these 2 games and they, you know, haven't played that great. I think you're going to get a great game plan from Kyle Shanahan, and I think they're going to keep Brock Purdy clean, and I think the Niners are going to, you know, like I said, finally overcome everything and get to the top. I think this, you know, Pat will be back, so, you know, he still has, you know, the greatest start to any career we've ever seen, but I think they're going to take an L on Sunday.
Before we get to the last 2 topics, Courtney, I know you got to bounce. We got a segment debuting for you on Monday. We're going to talk about a little baseball. Tell the people what they can expect from your segment.
Yeah. If you are interested or know someone who's interested in getting just to learn a little bit more about baseball, you know, I'm going to try to keep it a little bit approachable, just, you know, for people who may not know the game. But I'll also still make sure that I keep in some of those more advanced elements for people who already know the game. And I just want to make sure that they're in tune for what we got going on this season. This brain right here, nothing but baseball stats and vibes. So let's get it.
Definitely. You can follow her at 1-800-CALLER-BRO on all social media platforms. You have a good weekend. We'll holler at you on Monday, G.
Cheers. Go Taylor's boyfriend.
Now we got 2 more topics. One is perfect segue to one of your topics, because as I was scrolling social media, I saw that Micah Parsons, who has been talking a lot of shit in the media, was on Radio Row. He said he doesn't think that TJ Watt is a top 5 pass rusher in this league. Now, yeah, he just said this. I just saw it on Twitter, and TJ Watt was tweeting about, he's crying about not winning Defensive Player of the Year. Now, you put on your list, shut the fuck up, TJ Watt. What do you think about what do you agree with Micah?
No, I don't agree with Micah at all. I think TJ Watt crying, like, bro, like, if I had the choice between you and Myles Garrett, I would not be dissatisfied with either of you. Pause. But like him going on there crying, it's like, bro, Myles Garrett is a fucking monster, dog. Like, what are we doing here? And he didn't like really have a actual quarterback all fucking year. You know what I'm saying? And that defense was still lights out, like keeping them in games that they shouldn't have fucking been in. The Steelers was just kind of like just lucking their way into victories and shit. I don't want to, like, come on, bro. Like, TJ Watt, like, you're great. You'll probably win the award again. But, like, dog, you got to give it up, man. Like, stop it, bro. Myles Garrett had a fucking amazing year. He's a monster. He deserved it, bro. Don't go on the internet crying, dog. Like, that's just lame as fuck.
Yeah, I'm with you, too. And they give the Watts fucking everything. So it's like,
everything.
You'll be all right for not winning this one time, man.
Right.
Before we get to your last point, I know you are a Kobe fan. What did you feel about the Kobe statue? Do you like it?
I mean, I like it. When I seen it outside, I was like, oh, okay, it looks much better. I believe that's what he requested, right?
That's what he requested. Yeah.
No fucking statue like actually looks great.
Yeah.
Like, I knew people were gonna fucking hate it regardless. But I don't have a problem with it, man. I mean, you know, they could have did the face a little better, I guess, but it's a fucking statue. None of them statues like actually look flawless. The only flawless statue is like Jordan's, but that's because he has like a signature pose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's damn near impossible to get that wrong. You're not even really looking at the face. You're just looking at that Jumpman silhouette.
Jumpman, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I can say that I don't really know how the face actually looks because I've never analyzed it that close. But that's what they do with all other statues. But I thought it was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really have a gripe with it. You know what I'm saying? 81 points. I mean, motherfuckers always gonna talk, man. So just let them. But I ain't had no huge issue with it at all.
Well, let's get to your final point for the day. Go ahead.
Yeah, my final point, man. This 65 game shit to win like major awards, I think that shit is kind of stupid. And let me explain why, man. Like the NBA in itself, the commissioner, the league has created this fucking like expectation that only rings matter, right?
Yeah. Fucking
Adam Silver, I watched him say on a fucking interview, like they asked him, do you think, I think it was him and KG, and they was like, do you think the new rules have made the league soft? Like, what do you feel about that? And he was just like, basically the old rules with a player like that cuck that shall not be mentioned that y'all like so much, he wouldn't be as successful in a physical NBA. And so he feels like people want to see the three-point shot, blah, 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 blah. So I only say that to say, like, if you set an expectation that only rings matter, that the regular season is not that huge of a deal, everybody want to be like Mike, everybody got to get to 6 rings, what the fuck do you expect? Motherfuckers not going to take it serious. They're going to load manage. They're going to sit out. They only going to fucking play when it matters. And I don't agree with that shit. I think that shit is bitch made as hell. But I feel like setting a 65-game precedent, it's just going to end up being some bullshit. Like, obviously, Embiid was clearing away the best player in the NBA this year. Hands down. Like, he's not going to get that award now. So we'll see if Joker makes it 65 games. You never know what the fuck could happen. But what's going to end up happening is you're going to get random motherfuckers who just happen to make it to 65 games, winning MVPs and shit. So that's my final point.
Yeah, so you don't want to see people like Jalen Brunson winning the MVP?
Hell no. He's not the best player in the fucking league, dog.
What about Shea?
What about Shea? You have a problem with Shea?
Shea Cole.
Because he's probably the one.
Shea's not better than Embiid.
No, he's not. But and I think with the 65 game rule, I think they had to do something because the fucking, and I agree with you, but the Clippers, the Clippers, they were in a whole bunch of other teams sitting out. The Spurs invented the shit. So like that, I feel like there was I do feel like the incentives, like they money, I don't think their money should have anything to do with it. Like I understand why Tyrese Halliburton rushed back. I'd hoop on one leg if I had $40 million on the line. So I definitely understand that, man. But Cuzzo, always good to have you on. Let them know where they can follow you and get in tune with you.
At Dan_Glorious on Twitter. That's all I got.
That paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna